Hello everyone and welcome to my channel and welcome to this video. Today I will show you a couple of my doodle and watercolor ideas, and it might just inspire you to make your own. And to make it I did use this Hahnemuller sketchbook paper. You can use any watercolor paper that you have, just don't be bothered with that. For the watercolors I used both Rubens, their Floral set, and for the colors I used Chineese red, French ultramarine blue, Hooker's Green Brilliant, Olive Green, Dyek Brown, and a little bit of the nickel yellow. I also did use this Raphael number 6 round brush, and for the inking I used Micron 01 ink pen. I will start by just marking a couple of lines, adding a couple of lines where I'm gonna do my doodles on top. So I'm gonna do 3 different doodles. Start with the first one. Here I do want to draw in a couple of mountains, but I do want to make them look like the right one is in front of those that are left. So just gonna draw a couple of triangles very simplistically, and that just add a few more details for some texture on those mountains. Also I'm gonna draw a couple of pine trees, again very simplistic. A moon, that's gonna be a half moon. And also I will just draw a couple of stars in the sky. And also add in a few dots just as distant stars. You can stop here and just leave it that simple as that. But I will add just a little bit more of the texture. Just gonna scribble on top in some few spots, make some lines a little bit thicker, and add a few more details on top of my mountains and also on top of those trees. Make the tree trunk a little bit thicker, but as I mentioned, you can just leave it very simple, stick-like, so not adding more details. And this is the idea that you can use for your cards or just to doodle and scribble in your sketchbook. Sometimes I also don't have any inspiration to do anything, and but I do think it's important to make yourself sometimes sit behind your table and just try to draw something, paint something. So this is just the perfect thing to do, and I hope it will inspire you to pick up your brushes and ink pens just to practice a little bit of the ink work, play around with your watercolors. It's also a fun way to get to know your watercolors, to swatch your watercolors. Sometimes I also do that, just to draw some shapes and swatch my watercolors in that way. So why not? Why not make it a little bit more interesting? So also for the second illustration, I'm gonna draw in a few trees. Again, you can see that my lines are very stiff and straightforward. I'm not trying to make it realistic at all. And then a house. Window and a door. I do want to add some shading and again more details, but that's completely again up to you. You don't have to do it. A chimney. And I will just draw in maybe a couple of bushes or just some foliage around the house. Again, not trying to make it realistic. You can add any doodles that you like. So like that, I'm gonna also draw the fence just next to the house. And this is nice also on its own without the watercolors. If you want to just practice your ink work and doodles, you can definitely do that also without the watercolors. I'm gonna draw in a sun also, and its rays like that. Again, just a little bit of the stylizing. And there you go. And for the third one, again, gonna start with a tree. A little bit different this time. I'm gonna paint just chunks of branches that I'm gonna paint as separate pieces of the tree. Again, very stiff lines. Next to it, I'm gonna draw one smaller tree. So like that. And as I mentioned, you can just leave it as it is, just with the ink. I'm gonna also draw a tent next to it. This is somewhere in nature, so why not? And also a fire. Again, very simple. Just drawing in a couple of flames. A moon. This time it's going to be a full moon. And a couple of more stars in the sky. Few dots. Again, for some distant stars. And also I'm gonna draw in a couple of shooting stars. So like that. A little bit more of the stylizing. Also on the fire. Just making it a little bit more interesting. Taking that inking to the next level. So I'm done. As I said, you can leave it just as it is. Don't have to paint it. I'm gonna add just a little bit of the watercolor, starting with some olive green on my trees. That's evergreen trees, some pine trees. And a little bit more of the Hooker's Green Brilliant on top. Or again, you can leave it quite simple in one color, just as you prefer. A nice idea also, did I mention that, for the cards, bookmarks. And a little bit of the French ultramarine blue to paint in the moon. A little bit more, I'm gonna mix it with some dyek brown. And just painting those mountains in a grayish tone. A little bit more of the blue. And then at the bottom, just gonna paint one straight line. So now I'm gonna pick up some nickel yellow and paint in the trees on my second illustration. Mix a little bit more of the olive green also with that nickel yellow. It's quite bright color. I'm gonna paint in the first tree, also the second one, but this time I will use a little bit of the Hooker's Green Brilliant. And spread that paint a little bit. A little bit of the nickel yellow for the sun and some Chineese red to paint in the roof for the house. I do want to make it quite bright, and the house itself I'm gonna paint in a grayish tone. Bottom, green line. A little bit more of the blue to that window. So like that. And then the third one, picking up more of the olive green mixed in with the Hooker's Green Brilliant, and I'm gonna paint in, as I mentioned, separate parts of the tree. So first I'm gonna paint in the top circle and then the side too. And also on that smaller tree, using Hooker's Green Brilliant and olive green. So like that, a little bit of the blue and brownish tone to paint in the moon. And then some more Van Dyke brown to paint in the tent. Yellow and red for the fire. Like that. I'm gonna add a little bit more of the brown to the tent, and then just drawing the bottom line. I'm also gonna add a little bit more of the brownish tone to those mountains. So, like that. I hope you guys got inspired by this idea. Quite simple and very, very relaxing doodles, and it just doesn't have to turn out anything great, and that's the great thing about it, that you can just enjoy yourself. Thank you so much for joining me today, for painting with me. If you do like this video, please hit the like button, share it, comment, maybe hype it. I would appreciate that a lot. And if you haven't still, also subscribe to my channel. I have many tutorials here for beginners and advanced painters, and I'm sure you will find something for yourself. Thank you so much, and see you next time. Bye!